All right, take 2, day 19. Let's try this again. So, day 19, we woke up from our hotel at the Travel Lodge. Or was it? It was another last-minute stay.
Yep.
And the continental breakfast wasn't as glorious as I'd hope it'd be.
You'd hope it'd be?
I'd hope it'd be. We're in Texas now, okay? Talk. Back to my Kentucky roots.
Yeah. Anyhow, it was full of sugar and not delicious or nutritious. So,
but we prayed for a miracle and gorged ourselves.
That's not even true. We didn't eat any. I ate a muffin and then a baby tiny muffin and then had our own nice high fiber, high protein cereal.
Yeah. And then shut out with a sugar rush and some caffeine to Louisiana.
Yeah.
And we stayed in Louisiana for a couple hours.
In New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans actually. Right before Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
And then, so we parked in a nice little area in New Orleans there and right next to Bourbon Street. And walked around toward the little city, checked out the beautiful church. Real cool bridge and some statues and a lot of local artists, a lot of really talented local artists.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that just had amazing talent that I wish I could have bought some of all of their stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll just look it up online and admire it later.
You know, we went to the bathroom in this public bathroom that was disgusting and we went in together because it was so gross and Josh took me a picture of me in there and I was too afraid to wash my hands because I was afraid that if I touched the faucet to turn on the water, I'd actually get more grossness on my hands than if I just left my own grossness on there.
Not only did you not really want to touch the faucet, but it's kind of one of those bathrooms where you just don't really want to sit in the seat. Just safer to hover, you know.
Yeah. And then we went to a restaurant and ate, and it was really nice. And we had alligator, fried alligator, and
jambalaya.
Yep, it was like the only 2 things on the menu other than rice and beans that wasn't seafood, so I could eat it. And the staff was real nice.
Yeah, very nice hostess and
real
delicious food,
like
very
Southern
courteous.
Hospitality.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's really nice. I was impressed.
Yeah.
And then we walked around the shops a little bit, looked for a cowboy hat since we were heading towards Texas, but haven't gotten one yet. And man, I really need some shades because that sun is so bright.
I'm just wearing Jen's.
She just stole a roommate, so.
Yep.
All right, so then from New Orleans we went down to
up to.
What was it? Up to? Are you sure?
To. Yep. We headed north.
We're heading towards Texas. All right.
Yeah, we headed north.
Oh, I scooted down.
No. There is no down. We would have been in the bay.
Well, you're watching the navigator over the iPhone, so I'll trust you. So we went north, checked into our campground reservation at a beautiful, huge campground up in Louisiana, which is great for like state park and touring and visiting and just kind of soliciting, but not necessarily hanging out and camping. So turns out the day that we were scheduled to go there, the pool was closed. And it's like
that day, they closed it that day.
Like today, the pool's closed. Sorry for the inconvenience. So it was like 110 degrees out and no pool, and then we got the spot right next to the lake so we can go swimming, and the lake turned out to be like this really murky, like solid green covered swamp area with like trees and all kinds of animal noises and super spooky.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing you maybe would see like on a postcard or in the movie, but I thought was made up. Like I actually at one point in time asked Joshua if he really thought this kind of place was actually real. And
it was really cool looking though. Just,
yeah.
Well, it's not typical for
anything
not
we've
ideal
ever
for
seen.
Swimming at least.
Oh yeah, no. It wasn't even necessarily ideal for walking beside. It was kind of scary.
It was pretty spooky. Lots of spiders, lots of noises.
Yeah, probably lots of gators.
Some other crazy little creatures, yeah.
Snakes. Anyhow, so it was like a bazillion degrees. Joshua was sweating bad. So we didn't even set up camp there, didn't even eat, didn't do anything but walk down to the lake before we headed on back out of there and found a motel.
With Wi-Fi and continental breakfast.
Yeah, and air conditioning.
Yes, glory. And that was day 19.